There it is. Oh, it turns on. Yay, it's got... oh, we need to turn that down. Hi, everybody. Hello. Oh, great. Fantastic. Okay, so let's get things figured out. First, we're going to get the Stones down here. Who's seen Showgirls, the movie Showgirls? A couple of you seen. Who's actually seen it? Will admit to seeing it. It's fine. Showgirls. Yeah, Yeah, remember with the not the Showgirls show, not that one. Get your mind out of the gutter. Back on here where I belong. Okay. No, those of you who've seen Showgirls remember that scene where she throws the pearls down the stairs. So Eddie sometimes he puts the rocks on the carpet here. So we've got to make sure we don't trip on anything. So how we doing? So let's see. We're here. Where are we? We're in the city of Fremont, right?
Yes.
Okay. So who's local here? Who lives here? Everybody? That's good. That's fantastic. So I'll pick on the locals first. We'll get to the foreigners in a minute. All right. So locals here. So what is this neighborhood called? Nobody knows.
Morrison Meadows.
Fantasy? Fantastic neighborhood. That's what it's called. That was on the realtor sheet, right? Fantastic. Does anybody know what this neighborhood is called?
Morrison Meadows.
Morrison Meadows.
Sundale. So says one of the locals who's been here how many years?
38, 30.
You've lived in this house for how long?
I was born.
He was born this way.
You were born in this house? This very house?
I grew up in this house.
What, like in the kitchen or in the pond or the bathroom or?
The pond!
In the pond? I can imagine. In the sink? That makes much more sense. Somewhere he had to have hit his head on something. Something knocked all the plant sense into him. So yeah, so we're here. Sundale, is that what you said it is? Sundale. So we're here in Sundale. I haven't been up here in a long time. It's been several years since I've been up here. I think since 2014 or something like that. But I was in the next city over in San Jose. So, and I do work up there occasionally. I do little stuff here and there. So you're all local. How many people have seen a drag show before? A few of you. How many have not? We're more interested in. Okay, good. I'm not a real woman, just so you know. So you know. Outside of this, I drive a big pickup. It's a 3/4 ton Ram 2500 Laramie. Because I tow a big toy hauler. So I've got all that butchness out of the system. I grew up on the back of a horse in northern Nevada. I used to ranch cattle. I also was raised white conservative Republican, so I know exactly what I'm talking about when I make fun of everything. Yes, I do. And so I'm here for your entertainment pleasure. So if you've never seen a drag show, how many people have never actually met a live drag queen in person? Perfect. Amazing. What do you think so far? So far, at least the humor's right. Okay, good. I hope to tickle your funny bone. That's good. That'll be a good thing. So, and at the same time, none of you know me. Like 3 people here know me, right? I think something like that. This is the cheering section right here. They're gonna supply me with the appropriate amount of red and white wine at certain intervals. But you all were invited here by Eddie Green, right? Eddie Green and Robin Barber. How many people are familiar with Robin Barber's work, aside from the garden and the environments that we're in here? Yeah, we love Robin, right? Yeah. And we also love Eddie, too. I don't know which one is the better side of the partnership. They're both rather crazier than cat shit, but that's a whole other issue. So Robin and Eddie, I've been friends with them for a lot of years. They saw me performing in the streets. Not those streets. You need to just sit up here. See, I'm just afraid. I swear to God, my humor is innuendo and out the other. So just mind, I'll take you along for the ride. It'll be fine. So Eddie has known me for a long time. He's a performer, and Robin is the partner, and Robin also performs in his own way. So you're all familiar, and you're all friends with Eddie and Robin. So they called me out and they said, Eddie's celebrating a birthday. I think it's his 13th iteration of the 21st birthday or something like that. I don't know. I was horrible at math. I'm half Filipino, so I failed an abacus class. It was just not a good thing. So Eddie asked me to do a birthday party, and originally he said he was going to do it in San Diego, and of course I said yes, because we say yes to our friends, right? That's the way we grew up. You say yes to your friends, you're polite, and even in the South you still say yes until you ask them to eat shit, but you still say yes because you can figure out other ways to tell them to no to something. Anyway, so Eddie asked me, well, can you do my birthday party? But he said it was going to be in San Diego, and I said yes. Then, I said yes, and of course I didn't wait the appropriate amount of drag time, because he immediately followed up with a message saying, well, I couldn't do it in San Diego, so I'm going to do it up here. So, how many people are from Southern California? That means anything south of Santa Barbara. Very good. Welcome, welcome. It's good. Glad you got past the county line. Sometimes they're a little sketchy up here. The Southern Californians, you know, with all our smog and stuff, although this greenery. Anyway, so, well, coming up here, and I thought, you know, being from San Diego, and he said up here, I'd be like, I'll go to Ventura. That's fine. Little did he tell me, he's like, oh, it's the Bay Area. I'm like, oh, that's a whole other bay, okay? And then, you know, not even, like, I didn't even invite me to San Francisco. The nerve. He invited me down here to San Jose, to the Fremont area. But I used to come up here when I was Empress, and I'm going to tell you a whole story. So, I've told you a lot about how I got up here, how Eddie invited me to this show, and why I'm here at this lovely environs. I hope to get to know a lot of you. I hope you guys are going to enjoy our little show that we have. But Eddie he loves to perform. He hasn't performed in a long time. But when he was in San Diego, we did a lot of fundraising. That's all we did. We did fundraisers for everybody. Now, he does have his little celebrity, having been on America's Got Talent. So of course, you know, when you're on one of those shows, you put it on every fucking resume. Like, it doesn't get you a discount at Starbucks, but you're willing to say it for everything. You know, I do not have any of that fame. I've not been on any TV shows unless, well, no, I've not. Girls Gone Wild version 14 and 17, but I'm sure you have that in the mobile home. It's all right. So, we've been doing this for a long time. We always did fundraising. And so Eddie, he was going to offer to buy my airline ticket and everything. And I said, you know what? Take the money that you would spend on my airline ticket to give to me, and I do charity, so you're going to forward it to a local charity here in town. And he says, well, I don't know any charity. So I'm going to introduce all of you guys to a charity that's over in San Jose that I want you guys to all remember. And this is something that has been doing work since 1980. How many people have been in this region since 1980? That better question, how many people remember what you were doing in 1980? Very, very good. We'll go to those people and ask for consult. So in 1980, this place opened up as a place to help provide a safe space for people just like me. And by me, I mean individuals who didn't necessarily match the idea of male and female in the world, who didn't necessarily get by 100% of the time wearing boys and girls clothes as would have been expected, people who identified as gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender, which at that time, those were terms that were not used. Those were not terms that were used by the news, by the media, by anybody. Nobody talked about it. They called you faggot, they called you all kinds of other weird words, dyke, bull dyke, all those things, right? I grew up in that world also. And I remember those words being slung at me in the late 90s, and that's when I started. And I started my drag on the streets. And so if I have a slight mouth on me, you'll understand that it's because we have fought long and hard to get to the fact that now I'm married to a man legally in these United States. And it's because of the work of people just like me and people just like you who are willing and open with your open hearts and open tolerance. And this place that I'm going to talk about that opened in 1980 is called the Billy DeFrank Center. It is the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender community center in San Jose. It's out there on the Alameda, 938 Alameda. It's been there since the mid-2000s. They've got a really great facility there. They have been a haven for people just like me and have been helping the GLBT community. So, if any of you have ever thought, you know, Lady Gaga came out with that song, Born This Way, you've been seeing that everything about our community being lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgendered, learning about pronouns, learning about all the movement, everything, and you want to put your money and you want to put it where people are going to find a safe haven, you can put it at the Billy DeFrank LGBTQ Center. And that's where I'm going to ask Robin and Eddie, any proceeds you like to give today, I'd like for them to give it to the Billy DeFrank Center. And if you guys want to get on their mailing list, I've let them know that there might be some people from this little city of Fremont who would be interested in knowing about their activities and knowing how much good they do in the community. So that's the start of my public service message, because this is not a show. This is an entertainment pleasure for you. This is Eddie Green showing you some of the work that he used to do back in San Diego that he has not done in several years. He has not had a group of people in front of him with the Puppet Divas performing. And we used to do this hand in hand. I used to have a couple of the queens behind me. He used to have a couple of more puppets behind him. We all had a lot more years less, but now we have so much more experience. And we have a lot of love. And all of you, thank you for coming out this afternoon. Thank you for coming to be here, for taking the invitation. Because as we all know, sometimes you can say no to something you don't understand. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart for saying yes to this. And to start off, I'm going to give you guys all just a touch of some of what I perform as. And I do this, I've been performing for 25 years in San Diego and throughout the South End of California. And it all started because I was a little boy watching TV and I saw some amazing things. How many people know about the Rockettes? Okay, how many people grew up with their greatest, they still do the holiday special, right? They were beautiful, they were poised, their outfits, it was amazing, the choreography, and everybody just wanted to be that kind of girl somehow, right? So this is for that, and then we're going to introduce Eddie Green and the Puppet Divas.
Want? What do I want? Ever since I was a little girl, there's only been one thing I want. I want what every little red-blooded girl in America could want. I want what I have wanted since the first day I learned how to want. I want to be a Rockette. I want to dance until dawn. I want to be a Rockette. That's what my heart is set upon. I want to be a Rockette. I want to hear the crowd roar. I want to feel the magic when they scream for more and more and more and more. I never wanted to be somebody's wife. A suburban life seems a pity. I never wanted to be a movie star. I always wanted to be a dancer in Radio City. I want to be a Rockette, and it's no surprise. I want to be a Rockette. Oh, how my mood is gonna rise. I want to be a Rockette. It's one thing I know, and when I'm a Rockette, I'll never miss one show. I never wanted to be a Broadway star. Being famous has too many duties. I never wanted to be a ballet star. I always wanted to be one of those dancing beauties. I'll always remember when Mama brought me to New York, and I first saw those girls up on that stage. There was magic everywhere. Look at them, Mama, I said. One of these days, your little girl's gonna be up there. I'm gonna be up there. I'm gonna be a Rockette. Let me on that stage. I'm gonna be a Rockette. They are the greatest dancers of our age. I'm gonna be a Rockette. I'm gonna hear the crowd scream. I'm gonna know the feeling of getting my dream. And that is my dream, to know how it feels to be someone who's free and gives up her heels. It's what I was meant to be. You gotta take me, gotta take me, gotta take me, gotta take me, gotta take
All right. So, some of you might have recognized that was actually not, and no, those were not Rockette moves. Those actually were from Solid Gold. I'm a big Marilyn McCoo fan. How many people remember Marilyn McCoo? Good, I'm glad I'm in the right crowd. Sometimes I wonder if they'll understand my references. It's okay, you can Google it. She's Googleable. Google images. She looks like my mom. She's amazing. Amazing. All right. So let's see. Is he ready?
I need to get the chair.
You need to get the chair. Oh, the chair, not that chair. A chair. Oh, a chair. All right, we're going to stop this, and we are going to come back. Now, how many people have seen Eddie perform the Puppet Divas? Anybody? A few of you have. All right. Again, it's been a while since he's done this. So you're going to give him a warm welcome because he, bless his little heart, Instead of spending money fixing his eyesight, he decided to spend money getting his new duds and getting new puppets, which is totally okay because he never could see a damn thing in the first place. And it's totally okay because some of the best things come from those who do it out of their heart. So you are going to love that Eddie has a brand new makeover with his new duds and his brand new makeover for Eunice. Aunt Eunice. Give it up for Eddie Green and the Puppy Demons.
How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah. It's not tonight. So Aunt Eunice, you can take it off. In case you haven't noticed, Eddie is in the ventriloquist. But then again, I'm no damn dummy. I don't need nobody speaking for me or putting words in my mouth. Is this really happening? I keep having this dream that we're having a party and then it's not a party. Is this really real? This is really happening? Yeah. Sweet baby Jesus. How y'all doing today?
Yeah.
That's good. So wow, what a couple of years this has been, isn't it, honey? It's just been terrible, terrible, hasn't it? Yeah. Y'all are an excited bunch here today. Maybe you need something else to drink. Well, anyway, can't believe you're 65, honey. You get my age, all sorts of things just happen. Yeah. Well, I'm a little nervous. I hadn't done this in a while, but anyway, my psychiatrist says that about 1 out of 3 people have gone crazy since this pandemic started, you know. I really do think so. A matter of fact, would y'all help me out with a little experiment here? With the people to the right, just look at the people to the left and take a good look at each other. Now y'all look over there at her. Go ahead, take a look. And now look back there. Y'all look over here too. What do you think? You think you think they look pretty normal? How about you? Do you think they look pretty normal too?
Aunt Eunice, look this way.
Oh, well, hon, you know what that means. That's you, hon. Well, since aging, you know, everything just kind of falls apart and moves around, and actually my boobs have got so big that it's like having an extra set of arms now. If I could just figure out how to turn my hands in the nipples, my nipples in the hands, what in the world could I do then? And the other day I was coming down the hall and I looked in the mirror and I screamed out, "Oh, who's them 2 midgets following me down the hall?" I realized they wasn't my midgets, but you know, one good thing is my boobs make a good pillow for my knees now. Oh yeah, hon. And well, you know, everything's just gotten bigger and floppier and falls around, and you know, I've had this song that I've wanted to do for quite a while, and I just could never think of an appropriate place to do it, and I think today would be an appropriate number to do this. So this is a special song to all of you, and I hope that you enjoy it. Okay, baby, start that music.
All of my life I've never fit, but I won't complain and I won't quit. I am enormous, get used to it. Everyone tells me I'm too much. Maybe it's just you're not enough for me. Can't you see I'm the kind of woman I'm supposed to be? Hey, my vagina is 8 miles wide. Absolutely everyone can come inside. If you're ever frightened, just run and hide. My vagina is 8 miles. could be a kick-ass bruiser and be fed Monday. Hey, my vagina is 8 miles wide. Absolutely everyone can come inside. If you're ever frightened, just run and hide. My vagina is 8 miles Now I am not loose, and I'm not a whore. This is a metaphor for my super fantastically mystical feminine goddess core. And I hate it when women make that noise, that we don't need daddies, men or boys. Even the hardcore dykes love cock-shaped sex toys. My vagina, it's universal, like a penis, but reversible. Come on in, the water